Eddie is absolutely amazing to work with. He's got a bundle of energy, and he's so open to trying new ideas and to make things as good as they possibly can be. He's just like a sponge with information, and like clay, you can mold him any way you need him.
Working with Eddie Connor was wonderful. I really admire his sincerity and his hard work ethic, and I really love the fact that he's so willing to share with people and help them and make a difference. And I think that that's really, it's wonderful that he's such a selfless person.
I would say what makes Eddie's approach different than other metaphysical teachers that I've read or seen is that Eddie is incredibly approachable. And his principles are so easy to understand. He makes it fun. He uses his acronyms, which will stick out in your mind. It's simple, and it makes sense. And, you know, his down-home charm is very infectious.
I think my approach to spirituality and metaphysics, as far as the teaching goes, is different because I have a tendency to be a smart-ass by nature. I get bored very easily. And I find that a lot of the principles are kind of stuffy. Laughing into enlightenment is the way to go. If you can get them to laugh, then you've opened up their minds and their hearts, and then they'll let the principles in.
Did I pick up any of the principles? Yeah, absolutely. It was very interesting, actually. Like I say, I don't have a metaphysical background at all. Never read any books, never done any other seminars. So shooting this was a new experience. I thought some of the principles were really interesting. And I've actually taken a few of them away from doing the shoot.
One of the things Eddie talked about, the power word lullaby, it really struck me. I thought, well, this is an easy one to do because you're going to do it before you go to bed at night. So I started, finding a few key phrases and words, and I have to say I was absolutely amazed at how quickly things happened by using the power word lullaby. So right on, Eddie.
And it's interesting because I wasn't there during the presentation, but I'm watching it constantly when I edit it. So I'm sort of shocked to be learning / working at the same time. Like usually I'll be editing something and, just watching it from like a technical standpoint or whatnot. But every so often, and probably more often than not, I'm caught with like an interesting piece of advice or an anecdote that Eddie says that makes me stop working, and I just push play and I just sit there and watch the little segment. So it kind of slows the process down, but I learn a ton of stuff, which is a lot of fun. And I've definitely adopted some of the principles into my own life since being a part of this project.
I think the whole think it and ink it really has helped me a lot. I keep a journal, and I'm as consistent as I possibly can be in it, and I love to write, and I love creating stories. The oval mirror of life has really helped as well. When you really feel something deep within inside your gut is when I've seen things transpire and things come to life in my life. So I would probably have to say those two really are my favorite.
What I think I use a lot too is I think I use just the principle of the oval mirror of life. Like what you give out, you get right back. So that sort of applies to like many different facets of my life, but understanding that concept has really changed my thought process about a lot of things in my life.
I have a few favorite principles. I love think it and ink it, and I think setting intentions, so Zen intentions was one that I use on a regular basis. Sending light, that's another one that I love. I enjoy them because those are the three that I identify with and that I have seen work for me.
This material has literally saved my life, and I've known it since I was a little boy. And I didn't have the language skills, or I wasn't able to articulate what I knew in my heart and in my mind. And as I got older, I didn't actually jump into metaphysics and spirituality till I was like 25 or 26 years old. And then I grabbed a hold of every single thing that I could get my hands on because I wanted my life to change. And then I began putting kind of a unique spin on the principles that I was reading about, and then adopted them over into kind of my vernacular, my language.
Be happy, high frequency, be extraordinary. Be happy, high frequency, be extraordinary.